Well, here comes a crunch game. So much depends on this. Expectation and nerve.
It is indeed a heady mix.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And already we're underway here. Barnes playing some of his best football at the moment, visibly stronger, measurably fitter.
Yeah, I've really been impressed by his energy and willingness to deliver what's demanded, Peter. Many who play this role get caught out of position at some stage, but he's found the perfect balance.
Decent progress down the left. Oh, he's found support out wide. Gattuso wins the duel this time. Odo. And it's played forward. And it's Tonali. Zaniolo. There's the crossfield ball. Now it's Sakani. And he decides to cross it. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Foden. He's a sharp little ball here. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. Rice. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he's had it nicked away. Now, can they get him away? Now it's Berardi. And it's Odo. And he's in. Retegui! Goal, Italy! Well, there was to be no other outcome.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
Italy have taken the lead.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Gattuso climbs up big. Oh, taken with style. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
And now he has two. Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Otto. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Tonali looks to the other side. Now it's Sakani. The cross.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Sakani clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Gives the
terrific header. And the header is disappointing in the end.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence. England really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Tries from distance. And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Modern football for you. You get zero time to think on the ball. Take too long, and that happens. It gets pinched.
Gattuso, who has set up 2 goals.
Italy really have found that they're getting more space out wide, and I can see now there's a lot of activity developing in that area, Peter.
Yeah, it's busy in there, isn't it?
Yeah, the wide players are doing their stuff and are grabbing the attention right now.
Zaccagni. Now Gattuso. Tonali. Acerbi. Now Tonali. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing.
Italy are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
And it's Berardi. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
England are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Gattuso knocks it into space. Just 5 minutes left until the break. It's a promising position. He slings... Oh, smashing header! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Look, the defending wasn't too clever on that last chance. The cross had to be denied.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
There will be one
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, that is one way to stop him. And the first 45 minutes are up. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I'm looking at the body language, Peter, and it doesn't look great. It's going to be pretty hard for them to pick themselves up from here, but there's still a maybe at play. Maybe they'll thrive on the adversity.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Costa Curta. And it's Cannavaro. Now it's Saccagni. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Zaniolo. Gattuso. Costa Curta. Now Oddo. Berardi. Tries to play it through. Drives it in. Oh, that's a fine interception. And he's heaved it away. Takes a shot! Good strike, quite an alarm.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Italy are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan. Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Stones does really well to win the ball there.
That will annoy them.
He's tried one! Oh, that is very close.
Ah, that's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Berardi. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. A header! He will be livid with himself.
Well, just too much pressure on him in the end, Peter.
Substitution.
Italy can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
England do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. England looking to pass their way through. And they're quick to get it back. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Oddo. Berardi. And it's Tonali. Spread out to the left. Zaccagni. Now Costa Curta. Zaccagni. Zaccagni goes on a charge down the left.
Big header! No, not the best of headers.
That's good running with the ball. Jordan Henderson thinks one through. Alexander-Arnold. Just about up to 75 minutes. Tonali. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge.
Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Tonali. And it's Gattuso. Now Tonali. Henderson did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Tries to pass it through. And here's the chance to counter.
Substitution for England, number 47, Phil
Berardi.
Foden.
Tonali.
Coming on the field is number
Takes a
7,
shot.
Bellingham.
England are certainly now looking like a sorry lot. They haven't got a proper defence, or attack for that matter.
Now it's Berardi. Has crossed. He gets big. Just cruising. They are cruising.
The goal scorer for
And the
Italy
lead is extended
after
still
84
further.
minutes is number
Swift,
23,
incisive, deadly, all done in a matter of seconds.
Well, this is a well-rehearsed drill. As soon as possession is regained, the commitment to attack is lethal.
Number 19.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Odo moved on forwards. Tonali. It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Zaccagni.
There will be 3
And
minutes.
he cuts
at
out
a
the
time.
supply. No way through there. Out to the right. And here's Berardi. Nicely weighted ball. Flashes it across. Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Probably be looking to play it square from here. So who is the target now? He's having a look at what's available. And it's a corner.
Substitutions taking place.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Inzaghi! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
Adebayo. And that is that. England suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't... Well, hello and welcome for the first time this season to everybody around the world, and we have for you a clash of two teams with very similar intentions. A statement win at the expense of the other would be the ideal scenario for both. A flying start is certainly required. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
Udogie is making a start here. I wonder what sort of a role is he expected to play, Jim?
Well, Peter, I think his teammates will be hoping that he can use his searing pace to good effect. If he can get in behind the opposition on a regular basis, crosses, chances and goals are bound to follow. He can be a real asset for this team.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. That's been slipped through. Looking for options for movement. Lorenzo Insigne. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
Saka.
That has been cut short. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Barella. Italy are enjoying more and more possession, but very few chances up to now. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Saka. And he's quick to snatch it back. Aims beyond the defence. Nesta gets good distance on it. Oh, easy pickings there. Bops him off it and wins back the ball.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Now it's Grealish. Hoisted in. And he's cleared it back out. England with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Punched away. Alexander-Arnold plays it in. He's dealt with that well. And now a sudden chance to counter. Tries to pass it through. Insigne receives it in a wide position. That's a sharp pass. He's a sharp little ball here. Nesta.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
Palmer. And it's Barella. And this is Del Piero. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, can he get onto this?
That's so good and so often seen nowadays. Don't give them time to think on the ball.
The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Tries to play it through.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Udogie gets across to intercept that. And the ball's gone astray. Rice. Swings it, climbs up big! Goal! England! England take the lead! A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
A 1-0 lead established.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Deep cross. That wasn't the greatest of balls. And here's Grealish. He's picked his way through. Oh, that's superb.
Kane unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Out for a throw. Cannavaro. Could be danger here. Abbiati clears. And they win it back again. Bergomi. Now, can they get him away? Well timed, excellent interception. Looking for the run. Gattuso. And the pass is intercepted. That's really well manoeuvred. That's a risky ball, you've got to say.
Goes for a shot!
Cannavaro gets it clear. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Here we go again.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it.
And he's managed to get free. Good read, needed to be. Bellingham. Great vision. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. He's gone for goal. Oh, a very decent attempt. Quality ball. That's a shade optimistic. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Big chance! It's in!
2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. The breakaway clinical and clean, and the finish unerring.
Yeah, well, the opposition had plenty of warning here, Peter. Look at how quick they were going the other way. Exactly what you need when you're playing on the counter-attack.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Pass somewhat off target. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Can he get it through? Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Good running, strong and purposeful. And this is Insigne! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
Now it's Insigne. He's found... It's Insigne! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Del Piero with the short one. Del Piero tries to cross, and that is expertly dealt with. England have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Del Piero. showing good feet. Engages and forces him off the ball.
There's a goal! Well, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Nice looking ball. No, he's just misjudged that one.
Italy really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
That's been cut out, well played. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Well, that is one way to stop him. Now it's Grealish. No way through. Italy needed that, they really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Great ball, and he's in here.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Grealish showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but... And the shot! He should have put that one away.
Well, for me, he seems to be playing with a lot more zest now. He does look the most likely to grab that second goal cushion.
Sostituzione per l'Italia. Numero 8.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Gattuso, and it's Del Piero. Otto gets into a good position. Foden. Oh, this looks sharp. Ambitious ball here. Looking to play him in. That pass isn't the best. Now it's Kane. And it's made its way to him. And he's picked out the run. It's Kane! Oh no, that could be a costly miss. Five minutes left on the clock. Bergomi gets over and intercepts. Can he get on the end of this? And he's in on the great chance! There it is! They have stolen level at the last!
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
All square again into the... Takes the shot! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
Barella brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Udogi does really well to win the ball there. Alexander-Arnold. Barella wins the duel this time. Del Piero. Now there's a chance, surely!
Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Sostituzione per l'Italia. Numero 15.
It's make or break time now, and they're all headed for the penalty box.
Del Piero goes short. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. The 90 minutes are up, 30 more to come.
Well, we can only hope we get an extra time contest of similar ambition, provided fatigue doesn't begin to play a part.
Well, fitness and fatigue, the key factors now as we head for extra time.
Signore e signori, chiunque abbia parcheggiato l'auto sulla strada all'esterno dello stadio è pregato di rimuoverla. Sostituzione per l'Italia. Numero 14. Viene sostituito con il numero
No
21.
winner in 90, 30 more to come. Italy displayed great resilience to find the late equaliser that's got them here. Now can they go one better? Nicely shaped ball, and he's intervened well there. Spread out to the left. Lewis Skelly. Gattuso. Barella. Nicely weighted ball. White promptly onto that, and that is that. Now that looks a decent ball. That has not gone well. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Oh, Red, nice interception. He's having a shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Knocks it into space. Rice. Oh, super ball! Palmer was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Nesta gets rid without sophistication. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Looks across and plays it in. Cleared away. Now it's Raspadori. Played down the flank. He's in plenty of space here. Bit too much weight on the pass. He's going for goal! Oh, should have put that away.
Oh, unlucky.
That's it for the first period of extra time. Well, it has been a punishing game, both physically and mentally. But does either team have what it takes to find a winner?
Attenzione, un cambio.
Is there to be drama in these final 15 minutes? This has been enthralling. So what do the last 15 minutes have left? Del Piero! And somehow he managed to miss it. That's good running with the ball. Threads one in. Oh, nicely intercepted. Odo. Now that looks a decent ball. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Gattuso. Now it's Del Piero. Good ball, good take. And it's gone all the way through to the keeper. Just eases him off the ball. Adams cuts out the pass. Can he get it through? Oh, he's found support out wide. Odo spots it and intercepts. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Nice interception, well timed.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Oh, shooting chance! Oh, yes, it's there! Late in the day, this could well be it! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball, and that...
Chance for a shot! And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Italy can justifiably find this a hard one to swallow. They gave it their all, but ultimately they have fallen just short against an opponent prepared to go toe-to-toe until the end. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Italy just may have felt a little extra pressure in front of their own fans that caused a nervousness and tension.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, it is a nervous time, but these are positive nerves. The prospects are so great, the potential, be it financial or reputational, is huge, because success in this competition brings so much. And the supporters are here to take it in for themselves and to drive the team on. Truly, this is crunch time. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
Well, when you say Brazilian fullback, there's only one man, isn't there?
There've been a couple, Jim, haven't there? But I guess you mean Roberto Carlos.
I do, and probably the first of the current crop of fullbacks.
And the finish! Goal, Italy! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Yeah, that's exactly what they required, but they need to be careful now. That goal could serve as a wake-up goal for the hosts.
Played back in. Keane. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Nice looking ball. Pass somewhat off target. Cannavaro. Driving forward. Knocks it into space.
That's positional goals. The utilisation.
Shapes to shoot! Oh, that is rather wayward. And that's it. And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. Well, hello and welcome for the first time this season to everybody around the world, and we have for you a clash of two teams with very similar intentions. A statement win at the expense of the other would be the ideal scenario for both. A flying start is certainly required. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
Pass somewhat off target. That is ended up in no man's land. Searching pass is played there. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, Marquinhos, he's one of the toughest and most competitive centre-backs in the business. He's the kind of player you can rely on to always be just where you need him.
Goes for a shot!
And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, it's probably going to take something very special to beat him today.
Brazil with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now a sudden chance to counter.
Cannavaro. Bergomi.
Now, what about a counter-attack? And it's Otto. That's been slipped through. And this is Insigne. And the flag has stayed down. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Oh, easy pickings there. Rivaldo. Rafinha tries to pass it through. And he's hit, and the shot! It's hit the upright. Italy are enjoying the lion's share of possession, but nothing yet to show for it. That's beautifully weighted. That's a decent clearance. And it's DiMarco. And that could set him on his way. There's the shot! It's bounced back off the post. Casemiro. Brazil upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Looking to play him in. Elects to cross.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
Linton. Gattuso is in a really good position out wide. Del Piero has a shot! Oh, the ball's come loose here. DiMarco. That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Gattuso. Oh, that's ambitious. Roberto Carlos. And it's Linton. And Rivaldo. Rafinha. And here's a player who has defined a generation. Pele. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable match. Shapes to shoot! And he nearly went all the way.
Pele can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
And he's gone backward here. And it's Rivaldo. Italy have the chance to go the other way. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Rivaldo. Now it's Pele. Now it's Joe Linton. Roberto Carlos. It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. Threads one in. Oh, that's a key interception. Rivaldo. And it's Thiago Silva. Marquinhos. Good running, strong and purposeful. And this is Pele, and a chance! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Cannavaro. Now Di Marco. Lorenzo Insigne. And it's Di Marco. To Barella. And the first half is done. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So there was the first half.
A very entertaining half, Peter. The game's being played at a really good intensity. It's been open. It's been quite end-to-end, and I think the crowd are really immersing themselves into this, and I just hope we get more of the same in the second half. Something to look forward to.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Casemiro gets across to intercept that. Rivaldo. That's good running with the ball. Oh, it's come loose. Little doubt, that is a foul. And he's going to have his name taken. Now it's Keane. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, well played. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Marquinhos spots it and intercepts. Shoots! Second half is off to a flyer. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
Italy penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, that's really changed the mood in the stands, Peter. It ought to...
And Keane! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
They've played it short. Di Marco. That is lovely. Now it's Del Piero. Not the most accurate pass. Goes for the shot! And he's lifted it over.
Otto most definitely hit it with a lot of venom and little control. It carried hardly any danger.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the message they're sending out now is pretty loud and clear. Let's grab a second goal and give ourselves an element of comfort.
Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Corner number 3 coming up. Backward it goes. The pressing's intense and it's paid off.
Brazil really are going about things in the right fashion.
He's one-on-one! Oh, shooting chance!
It's a pretty loose pass. That's really well manoeuvred. Odo, that's an imaginative pass.
Del Piero!
No, again there's no way through. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Can he get it through? Dida gets his hands on it and the danger is averted. And it's from Mario. Gets a good foot in there. Del Piero. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Roberto Carlos. Ambitious ball here. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And here's Keane. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick.
Sostituzione per l'Italia. Numero 15. Viene sostituito con il numero 22.
It's their second corner of the game. Del Piero goes short.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And he was quick to react. And this is Rivaldo. It's played through for him. Pele gets flagged offside. Well, he's hit it long, but astray. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Just about within shooting range. I think we're just about done here. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Bergomi promptly onto that, and that is that.
Sostituzione per l'Italia. Numero 20. Numero 8. Lasciano il campo per il numero 9. Il numero 33.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Well, that pass isn't the best. Out of play for a throw.
Ci saranno 5 minuti di recupero.
Strong running down that left flank. Pele. Now it's Bebeto. Great defending, strong and determined. And it's been given away. And that is a little undercooked. And it's Casemiro. Odo. Now it's Barella. And that will be the final act. Italy have done it. The perfect outcome.